We are gathered here this afternoon to commemorate World War I, and all the faith school children are participating in this event. And it is very important for us to be passing on these lessons to young children so they can learn about the past and also become better citizens in the future. The purpose of having all these faith school children here, they should be learning about how they can coexist with each other and also to be understanding of each other's faiths and cultures.
My name is Alex Wallace and we are at St John the Baptist Primary School, which is on the edge of Clarendon Park in Leicester. So what happened today was the guys from Century of Stories came in and worked with the children on a project based around peace and the Gospel of St John the Baptist, and looking particularly at one piece of literature that was distributed to servicemen in the trenches. And because the name ties in with the name of our school, the children then went around wrapping a tree in finger knitting, and each child had a piece of wool and they worked on making a length of finger knitting, and we took that outside and they wrapped that around the tree. And then the children took a quick reflection, did a bit of reflecting on the actual gospel and the literature that was distributed to the soldiers. The school itself is a very diverse school, and actually watching all these children engage harmoniously in one activity sort of encapsulates the message of the project in itself. I suppose what's important about this project and what's significant is that Leicester is such a culturally diverse area, and the fact that it's been carried out in a number of different settings and with a number of different faiths, and that shows a great unity within the message, and actually it shows similarities between faiths. And instead of concentrating on differences, we should be looking at similarities and what we share as common goals or common belief structures. It was fantastic to see the children engage in such a hands-on activity. The weather was beautiful, so we managed to go outside. Everybody got stuck in. They all gave it a go, to varying degrees of success, but there wasn't a success criteria, there wasn't a right or a wrong, so all of the children engaged with doing it. And big happy smiley faces, bright-eyed. What a lovely way to finish the week off, so it was fantastic.
Okay, well, today's quite an exciting morning here at Falcons Primary. We're working on our contribution to the Century of Stories project, and so all of our children have been thinking about what would it be like to have, been actually part of the war. So they've looked at it from the point of view of either a soldier, a nurse, or receiving a postcard from somebody who's actually fighting in the war. And Linda's an artist who's worked with us on a number of projects, and we're delighted that she's going to make this into an artistic outcome. So the children are going to actually put their postcards onto poppy petals with some of the messages they've written. I have to admit, when you listen to those postcards as they read them out, you really do feel they were part of that war.
Dear Mum and Dad, I hope you're feeling well and not worrying about me, because I am alright. The trenches are ever so smelly that they have all kinds of stuff like rats, cats, poo and lice everywhere. I feel so ashamed that I have not seen you in 4 years, which is very sad.
Thank you, Mum and Dad, for the socks and chocolates and cakes for the soldiers. It is hard being a nurse. I am missing you so much.
I am very upset because my best friend has just died. I had bombs and bombs. How was Diwali? I'm okay, you don't need to worry.
Hope you are okay. Your friends are really missing you too. What have you been doing and how are you finding it?
There are so many banging noises going on outside, which is very annoying, and I am so tired as I haven't slept for a whole week. I've been missing you lots. I miss all the cuddle and hugs you used to give me. I hope to see very soon your loved sons.
This is our heritage. This is what our forefathers contributed, and the fact that, in a sense, the Sikh contribution for many years has been hidden. I mean, certainly when I was at school, I had no idea that our own background, our culture had such a contribution to make to the war, and I think the children have learnt that, and we're delighted at the number of children that have actually gone home and spoken about it, and actually have come back to school and said, my great-great-grandfather played a part. But I guess the important lesson and what this Century of Stories is allowing us to do is, looking forward, we need to collaborate, work together, and the opportunity to work with Krishna Avanti, Madani, St John's means that we are now, the future is about collaborating and working together. And I think this project has created so many opportunities to do that.
Hello there, I'm from Krishna Avanti. I run after school club here, and this project is about World War I. And when I found out about the project by head teacher, I thought, why not use dance as a medium? I talked to kids before I started this project about World War I and what do they think, and they said, yeah, we want peace, we want harmony, we don't want fights, so we're going to send this message to adults, children's message, and we're going to use like different paths, but it's a one message to everyone that we want peace, harmony, and this is the Shanti mantra, which is explained about we want everyone to be happy, live together, and basically help each other. As you can see in the rehearsal, children are really enjoying themselves to participate in the dance and rehearsing for this project. And by doing this, I think they have learned about history as well. I think it's a fantastic opportunity, and they're going to take this further, and I'm sure they're going to share this experience with other children as well.
So the dance starts off with dead people, which we lie down, and they wake up and tell the people who are fighting, let's stop the war. Because if we have war, we die, and there's nothing to gain in it.
Well, the dance is about peace, so can you please stop the war? And so we're just making a dance about it because we don't want the fight to happen.
I've enjoyed this dance a lot. This dance is about stopping war, and nobody wants war. Why do you want to be killed? You want the world to be a good place and a happy place. Just enjoy the time you're here.
Krishna Avanti Primary School!
My name is Imtiaz Patel. I'm a Deputy Head at Madani Schools Federation. We were first approached a few months ago to run this project with our students to look at our link to World War I. One of the greatest things about this project is it's given the opportunity for our students to learn about their link to World War I. Their link from a religious point of view, but also from their background and their family backgrounds. But for the children, it's also going to be a great opportunity, and myself, to learn about how the different faiths are connected to World War I. So what is the Hindu link to World War I? What is the Sikh link to World War I? What is the Catholic link to World War I? And also then we can share our link to World War I.
We have been preparing our interfaith planning by showing what our background cultures have contributed in the World War I, and as some people know, some of the countries are not very well known throughout the UK.
I enjoyed it because there's not many, I haven't learned any of this stuff before, but just due to this competition I've learned a lot of stuff just to do with World War I.
Dear Mother, when I receive my orders for another battle, I always write you this letter. It's the one letter I pray you will never receive. For if you receive this letter, I am dead.
Well, what the girls have been, well, what all of us have been doing really, is kind of working together to make a project that really shows our ethnicity and what we feel about this topic and the war and effort. Even if we are a different religion, it really doesn't matter because we're all fighting for the same reason, save at home. So we all kind of really work together because we're really passionate about this topic.
We are all Muslims. During the war, 400,000 soldiers helped fight, but only 2% of people know this.
We did learn really a lot of things, and we learned that only 2% of people actually know that Muslims actually took part in the war. People don't think of it like that, but a lot of people from India took part because they were actually part of the colonies at that time. So they were not just obliged, they actually registered for it because people thought that it was an honour to take part in this war, to fight for your home. So a lot of people did take part, but not a lot of people know these facts. So yeah, we had a lot of fun and we got to meet other classes and just try and socialise a bit more and work together.
Madani Girls' School!
Thank you for the opportunity this project has given us. It's allowed us 4 schools to work collaboratively on a project, to work together, to work collectively on something to really show our connection.